Have you ever found yourself winning an imaginary argument in the shower? Or perhaps you've spent an hour picturing exactly what you'd do if a crisis happened right now. Psychologists call this cognitive simulation. It feels like a distraction, but it's actually your brain's way of practicing for a life that hasn't happened yet. Today, we're opening the vault on why we create these fake scenarios, and how to make them work for you, instead of against you. Most of us don't realize that our brain doesn't actually distinguish between a real event and an imagined one as much as we think. When you visualize a scenario in high detail, your heart rate actually changes. Your palms might sweat. Your brain is literally firing the same neurons it would use if the event were actually happening. This is why these scenarios feel so exhausting, you are living them twice. But this high-intensity simulation is exactly how humans evolved to be the dominant species. We are the only creatures on Earth that can solve a problem before it even exists. To your brain, the unknown is a threat. When you imagine a difficult conversation or a future challenge, your mind is actually running a stress test. It's trying to find the safest path before you ever take a step in the real world. By playing out these fake scenarios, you're giving yourself a sense of control over the uncontrollable. It's like a flight simulator for your emotions. You're practicing how to feel before the moment actually arrives. Think of your mind as a supercomputer running a continuous simulation in the background. It's always looking for bugs in your life. If you feel insecure about a relationship, the computer runs a conflict scenario. If you're worried about money, it runs a loss scenario. The goal of the vault isn't to shut down the computer, it's to learn how to read the data it's giving you without getting overwhelmed by the imagery. There are three main reasons our minds drift into the imaginary. Reason 1 is emotional processing. Sometimes we imagine a scenario where we finally stand up for ourselves or receive an apology we never got. This is your brain's way of healing an old wound or releasing pent-up frustration in a safe environment. Reason 2 is the dopamine loop. We often imagine best-case scenarios, like winning an award or achieving a huge goal. These thoughts trigger a small hit of dopamine. It's a natural mood booster that your brain uses to escape a stressful present moment. Reason 3 is social calibration. We replay past conversations to see where we went wrong. We're trying to learn from the past to improve our status in the future. It's a deeply human instinct to want to belong. There is a hidden danger in the dopamine loop that we rarely talk about. It's called imaginary achievement. When you spend hours picturing yourself succeeding, your brain feels a sense of completion. You feel satisfied. The problem is, that satisfaction can kill your drive to actually go out and do the work. You've already enjoyed the reward in your head, so your body feels no need to exert effort in the real world. This is why the most successful people use scenarios for strategy, but they never let themselves stay in the fantasy for too long. The trap is when the what if becomes more real than what is. If you spend all your time in a fake future, you lose the power to change your real present. The secret isn't to stop imagining, it's to realize when you're doing it. If you find yourself stuck in a loop you can't break, try the 5-minute rule. Give yourself exactly 5 minutes to play out the scenario to its absolute end. Don't stop halfway. If you're imagining a failure, imagine exactly what you would do the day after that failure. Once you have a plan for the worst case, the brain usually feels safe enough to let the thought go. You've finished the simulation, and the computer can finally rest. Your mind is a powerful tool, not a place to get lost. Use your scenarios to grow, then bring that strength into the real world. Before you go, I have a question for you. What's the one fake argument you always find yourself winning in your head? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this look into the vault, subscribe and join our community. We're simplifying the mind, together. I'm SimpleMindVault, and I'll see you in the next one.